Alright, hello everyone. In the stream today, we're going to be flying the C-17. Flying the military cargo aircraft C-17 from LAX cross country. We're going to make a few leg stops on this air flight. We're going to break it up in parts here. This first one's going to be from LAX to Salt Lake City, Utah. So it's going to be a pretty good journey cross country here. I'm going to let's dive right into to our plan to start off this flight, folks. We'll start there, take a look at a couple things here. So coming out of LAX, we're going to be flying via the Ocean 1 SID, okay? And we're going to be traveling all the way up here to Salt Lake City, which is not far. It's going to be about an hour flight. Delta 6 arrival into Salt Lake City. Okay. And we also have, as you just heard, a little beep. We do have air traffic control monitor in the airport here out of LAX today. So we're going to be connecting here with Center very shortly. Let's look at a couple other features here, folks. A couple layouts here. I also want to look at Google Earth layout as far as our trip. Here's a better sky view of the trip from LAX all the way to Salt Lake City, as you can see. So Google Earth really breaks it out for you. Really nice for you to see that departure SID. As we come around to our cruise altitude, top of climb, right around Arcus area, Arcus waypoint. Should be around a cruise altitude. We're going to be playing on cruise altitude 250 today. Cruising all the way through. Start our top of descent into Salt Lake City. Right about, let's see, top of descend. Probably right around this, I don't know, possibly around this waypoint Bevier. We'll get more precise on that. Of course, our top of descent there, and then this is a good view as far as our arrival into Salt Lake City. Some nice mountain ranges there in the background. We're gonna be doing like due north, and then our arrival. We're gonna be going south for our approach, the runway 17 into Salt Lake City. Okay, so that's the plan. That's the plan, ladies and gentlemen, to get us going on our way to Salt Lake City from LAX to start this cross-country journey. Break it up, chop it up, and it's so we're gonna at least experience some of these airports across the map here. It's gonna be an hour flight journey. Let's get into our aircraft. Let's get her started up. Started with the overhead panel. Let's turn some battery units on there. Turn a battery on. Okay, turn on battery, and let's see. All right, where's our externals? Look a little close here and try to figure out all these pieces and parts to getting this thing going. Okay, so we just 1 second, folks. External power. I see knob right here. Okay, so we'll turn some of these things on here. There we go. Turn the avionics on. Okay. Available external power. We just turn that on. Perfect. Okay. Turn our fuel on. Panel on as well too. So we do have internal power going. While we have the internal on right now, let's go ahead and get our flight plan installed into our FMC. Let's start with that. Okay, let's adjust some more cameras a little bit here as well. Nice zoom. I think this is a good view there. Okay. And we received message from air traffic control. Let's see what he says here. All right. So this is our clearance from center. Flight Beacon 7266, and we're cleared to Salt Lake City via the Ocean 1 departure. transition bill, and then as filed. Frequency, departing frequency is going to be 135.55. And contact ground on 135.55 and ready for a push. So we got clearance, folks. We got clearance for our departure here. We will contact center when we're ready to go. All right, so let's go ahead and set up our FMC. So the FMC that we use for this flight is a simple FMC. Simple FMC just seems to be much more user friendly in a sense most of the time. Okay, so let's set this up. Initiate. See, we gotta start with initiation to see departing airport KLAX. Okay, and KSLC, Salt Lake City. And our turn is gonna be KTWF. KTWF. And let's paste that route. Let's paste our route in here. And we'll see how it transitions. So paste, that's our route. Okay. Submit, and our route's in the system. So now we got to see and make sure that it's captured down as it should. So I do see some changes that need to take place here with this route. So what I am going to do is I'm going to delete this piece, and I'm going to also delete this piece. And let's get started on our departure. So our departure out is LAX is going to be runway 25 right. And let's see, going to be, the SID is Ocean 1. Ocean 1, 25 right. Okay, this is it right here. We're going to save that with QPAC, okay? And we're going to look at that. So there's Docker, Wheeler, Shaft, PV. And let's just come right over here and let's look at that on our departure. Make sure that adds up. Okay, so here we go. So we got Docker. We're crossing Docker at below 3,000 feet. Crossing Docker. Wheeler. Okay, that's correct. Shaft. PV. Okay. All right. And then so Holtz, Ocean, and the rest of this here, we don't see that within our departure SID. So we're going to make sure that we put everything else. That's why it's good to check these plans so we can make sure we're capturing all legs, all parts of our flight plan. So it looks like after PV, it lost the rest of the SID there. So we're gonna put that in. That's direct waypoints, which will be hulls, ocean, all the way up to our transition Beale. Okay. All right. And then from Beale, we'll then put in our airways so we can capture the rest of the plan there. Okay. So that's what we're gonna do. Let's get back in here. Let's work on this wonderful route here. So we got PV there. Okay, so we're gonna go for our next waypoint from PV. It's gonna be Holtz. So it's gonna be HOL. Let's see, HOLTZ. It's a good check, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, it's good to always make sure that your plan is giving you the right outcome as it should. You have to check that. And the next one's going to be Ocean, OSH, and N. Put that in as direct as well. And then we're going to go, let's go ahead and go all the way up to Cal, CAHL. That's our next waypoint. Okay, Zoom. Okay. Zoom, Z-O-O-M-M for zoom. Okay. Zoom, then we have CB, SE, BBY. Excellent. All looks good so far. Play is our next one. PLA, oh, sorry, PLAY. 2 eyes. Okay. Arcus. ARCUS. And the Arcus Yali, I think it's pronounced, or Yeli actually, HELAH. And got a couple more. So Wheezy, WYZEE. After Wheezy, then our transition Bill, BEALE. Okay. So that'll do it with our departure set. So we got our entire departure set in, all the way up to the transition bill. And now we're going to put in our airways, which is going to be Quebec 842. So let's get back over here. Let's put our airways in Quebec 842. Okay, we start that at the beginning of our airways. And we're going to come out of that airways. We're going to come out of that Quebec 842 airways at Winen. Okay. WINEN. Okay. Okay. And our next page, we're going to go direct to MLF, which is also known as Milford VOR. Okay. And that'll be the start of our transition into our star for our arrival. So Milford, MLF. Okay. All right. So, folks, that's our first leg there for our departure. It all looks good. All the way up to Milford. Now let's get to our arrival. So our arrival, expecting runway 17 right for our arrival. Let's make a change to that. Actually, no 17 right, just 17. 17 for our arrival. And the star is going to be Delta 6. Delta 6 star into Salt Lake City. Delta 6 star. Okay. Delta 6 star is going to be transitioned into Delta 6 via Milford. So there's Delta 6 there, but let's see if we got Delta 6 Milford. Delta 6 Milford is right here. Excellent. Approach is going to be ILS runway 17. Well, let's get back over here and let's look at runway 17 ILS to see where we're going to transition into that arrival into Salt Lake via runway 17. So for our localizer, we're going to arrive via Localizer, this route here, and we have options here to choose from. We can come in via Weber or Gorp, a little closer, or let's just come on into Weber. So we can nice and smooth transition into this glide slope. GPS required, mandatory 12,000 feet at Weber. Got it. Okay, so Weber it is. Let's go with the Weber ILS 17 approach via Weber. Okay, and the final will be ILS 117, ILS 17, and save. And ladies and gentlemen, there's our legs all the way through. So I want to look at the last legs there just to make sure everything measures up as it should. Okay, so this is the beginning of our sit, okay, all the way up to ocean, and we just put all this in, zoom, play, yalla, we put all that in, Bill, then from Bill, then we got in our airways, all the way to Wine, and then from Wine to Milford, and then from Milford, then it started our arrival star into Salt Lake City. Okay, so with our arrival star, so from Milford, then we have what, Beaver, DTA, Jamin, Draper, Speak, Harry, Pitt. Okay, so all along, let's look at that and make sure that lines up as well too. So there's Beaver, there's DTA, Jamin, Draper, Speak, Harry, Pitt. So it all adds up. It looks good. Our plan looks good so far. Magan, Quappa as well looks good. And then for our from Quappa, then RROYY. So RROYY, I think that's our RROYY. Where do we see that waypoint at? That's right before we turn into Weber. Okay, got it. So we are going to cross our Roy, and then we're going to turn to Weber at 12,000 feet, and then continue our approach through Gorps, Idus, okay, Gorp, Udus, Avoke, Prez, and that brings us all the way into our runway, to Salt Lake City. Ladies and gentlemen, that's our full, complete plan. We're all set. I think we're about ready to go here. Now, with that said, let's get back to our beginning of our legs. And for now, we can go ahead and just close the simple FMC up. So that's simple FMC for you. I do like the simple FMC. Like I said before, it seems to be a little more user friendly than most other FMCs that we have out here. So let's see, what is our altimeter right now coming out of LAX? So altimeter coming out of LAX is 3007. So let's set our altimeter at 3007. Let's see. 3007. Let's see, where is our altimeter? Okay, that should be right over here. We're gonna get rid of the yoke here, right there. Okay, here we go. Let's see, altimeter. And it's right in front of us. Just gotta find out where that thing is at. That's okay. Let's go ahead and turn everything else on, then we'll get that altimeter. Oh, here it is right here. Altimeter is right there. Okay, let's turn these controls on. Okay. There's this standard FMC here in the system itself. I very rarely use it. I don't really use it much at all. I do use it as guidance though. Alright, so 3007 on altimeter. Let's go ahead and set that. Okay, so we're all set there. Let's turn the rest of these systems on. Let's drop our back hatch. Okay, main doors open. Let's open up all doors. Floodlights on as well. Right and left doors, and we'll watch all those doors come down and extend. Okay, great. Okay. All looks good. Let's get back down to our lower level. And let's make sure we have everything turned on. That's what we need. Altimeter is all set. We'll turn these controls on too. Okay. All right, so let's set some things here as far as our initial climb coming out of LAX. So via the Ocean 1 departure, our initial climb is to be, see, top altitude 17,000, initial climb. This initial climb, see, climb on heading 251. Of course, let's go ahead and get our initial heading set to 251. Uh, 251 is there. Okay, good. All right, 251 is set. All right, and then, all right, to 640 feet, then climb direct across Delray. Okay, I'm sorry. So it's 25 right, folks. We need to be looking at. So 251 to 640 feet, then climb direct and cross Docker. There we go. Docker. That's where we've been crossing. Below 3,000 feet, then on track 221 degrees to Ador. Docker. Then Ador, right there. Below 5,000 feet at Ador. Okay. Then at or below 5,000 feet, then on predict route to ocean. Okay, so we're going to set our initial climb. Let's go ahead and set it to. So actually, what instructions do we get from air traffic control as far as? Didn't give us an altitude restrictions. So we're going to go ahead and set right now this to. Let's set it to 17,000. We're going to go ahead and set it to 17,000 for our initial climb. Okay, so let's set that to 17. Okay, a vertical speed up. Let's put it at 1,800. Get a good climb on our vertical speed coming out of the box there. All right. All right, and as far as our Mach speed, let's get our Mach speed up to 250 knots max. Right about there. That's good. All right, as far as our systems, our controls here. All right, let's get some frequencies going here. Got our frequencies on. All right, so standby frequency right now. Let's go ahead and turn our frequency on to center. Centers right now is monitoring 135.55. Okay, 135.55. Let's go. We should be right here. 135. There we go. Okay, 135.55. Okay, and we are going to transfer that over. So it's up front.
643, center's closing. Radar service terminated. Frequency change. Crew switch. Advisory 122.8.
Thank you very much for your service. Leaving is approved. Have a good day from Delta 612.
Okay, sounds like air traffic control may be leaving us. That's all. That's okay. It's okay. All right, let's look at how much fuel we need for our flight here, and let's load her up. Okay, so let's go with I used to go with a website called Fuel Planner.
5465. Welcome to John Wayne. Taxi northbound Alpha to the gate. Thanks for flying.
Fuel Planner is what I usually use to set my fuel
That was
for
2184. Center's closing. Radar service terminated. Frequency change. Crew switch. Advisory 122.8. Selection at 335.
This is our Globemaster, LAX.
The wind is 21014, gust 21, runway 19 right, clear for takeoff. Turn on your transponder, and you can switch to advisory 122.8.
Okay, we're going to do 53,000 pounds of fuel. Let's go ahead and load that up. bring this down. Right there. It's perfect. So fuel is loaded.
Let's go 426. Take off at your own risk behind the Airbus 359. He's got takeoff clearance. You can switch to advisor 122.8. See you later.
Okay, with that, advisor 122.8, monitor. He's just on he's got takeoff clearance, and I'll follow that. Thank you very much for leaving. Have a good Christmas. Bye-bye.
All right, you too. See you later. Kitchen aircraft center's now closed. Time now 1630. Zulu, all aircraft flight on risk. Thanks for flying. We'll see you later.
Okay, let's go ahead and switch over back to Unicon 122.8, folks. Air traffic control's up at 122.8. We're monitoring. Set. All right, overhead panel. Let's go ahead and turn on our APU. Let's get these engines started. Let's close up some of these doors and let's get rolling. All right. Okay, so. Okay, let's see. APU. APU's right here. Let's get APU started. Hold it for a few seconds. Get her going. Okay, APU's, let's see if anything showing us here as far as APU coming up. It's one of these screens. May not be these screens here, but we're good. And we'll turn this here screen over here to map. And we'll relieve ourselves of some of these waypoints on our map. So we'll go here and relieve ourselves of some of these waypoints, kind of clear our map up a little bit. There we go, that's much better. I like that a little better. Okay. Let's get this bird fire up, folks. Our APU should be turned up and on. Alright, so alright, APU looks like it's at 100% now. Okay. APU power, auto transfer, power. So we're ready to get engines going. With that said, let's go ahead and turn off our external power. And let's start closing some of these compartment doors. Okay, let's see. Let's close up air hatch, airdrop. Close that. Floodlight. I'm gonna shut the floodlight off. Close these side doors as well. Nice. Okay. I know these doors around here should be closed as well, secured. All right. Now let's turn on the beacon light. Turn that on. Okay. Nav light as well. Turn that on. All right. And as far as our power, we're going to start with. Let's do external first. Ignition on the fourth engine there. Ignition's up. Okay. Put some fuel in that fourth engine there. Fuel is up. Let's pull our starter. Allow RPMs come up and release that starter. Allow the engine to stabilize. Engine for engine number 4. Looks like engine number 4 stabilized. Let's just take a quick snapshot of engine 4 and see. Yeah, she looks good. She's ready. She looks good. Let's make sure we got some good sound for the external going on as well too, folks. Make sure our external sound is up. Okay, we're straight with that. We're good. Okay, so engine number 4 is up and going. Let's get back in our overhead panel. And let's turn on generators. Okay. Let's turn all these here out. Generator number 4 is now on. Okay. I'm also going to turn on this the power at 2 as well for the rest of the L packs and what have you. Get some air going through that. So ignition number 4. All right, we're good with that. Engine number 4 is fully powered. Got fuel going through. We're all set there. Right now we don't need anti-ice right now. We can shut that down. Neither on the engine either. Okay. All right. So with that said, with the first engine coming up, we can go ahead and shut down our APU. APU is coming offline. We should have enough power now to start our other engines there. Hey Mito, hello, welcome. Glad to have you. Thanks for joining, Mito. It's gonna be a quick cross-country flight, first leg of our flight, part 1, LAX to Salt Lake City. Welcome aboard. Okay, let's turn off the APU power. Okay. Now let's get the rest of our engine started up, folks. We get engine number 1. Switch here. Get some fuel to engine number 1. And let's pull our starter for engine number 1. Allow engine number 1 to come up and then release. Okay. Engine 1 now, starter's released. It should be coming up on its own. Looks like we had a good start for engine number 1 as well. Turn on generator for engine number 1. Okay, engine number 1 started. Let's go to engine number 3. Ignition, engine number 3. Fuel, engine number 3. Starter for engine number 3. So engine number 3 is coming up. Okay, engine number 3 is up and going. Let's turn on some generators for engine number 3. Set. And engine number 2, final. Let's get engine number 2 up and going here. Fuel, starter. Okay, and release. Okay. Hey Mito, so you say I'm making the Princess Juliana to Bogota. Oh, okay. On the 737. Nice. Boeing 737. Are you actively flying right now? Are you up in the air? Okay, get our generator for number 2 going. All engines are active, folks. All engines are active, up and going. We have no warning signs. Let's cut off our ignition switches. Cut them all off. No longer need them. And all engines are up and going. Let's take a look. And yes, they are all up and going, folks. Okay. All right. So let's bring our flaps down. Let's bring our flaps down to. What are we gonna do? Let's go to spin them down 50% here. I think 2 clicks is 50%, I think. Let me check and see where we are. 2 clicks is gonna give us on the flaps. Yep, that's 50%. Wow. We're ready to push and start. Let's arm our auto brakes in case we need to abort takeoff. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's call for our tow, and let's get this bird in the sky. Flaps are down. Engine is up and going. Let's push and plan for this taxi here. That taxi that I just showed you is going to be. Let's look at our map and look at that taxi that we're going to make. Get back to LAX airport. Okay, and we're going to be taxiing via Alpha to runway. We'll cross runway 25 left, and we'll still depart runway 25 right. We won't interfere with the arrivals 25 left. Let's go ahead and make our announcement to all other pilots out here. Make sure that we are transmitting. Okay, we're good. Okay. LAX traffic, this is Air Force 1979. We'll commence our push and start. We'll be taxiing to runway 25 right via Alpha. We'll be taxiing via Alpha, and we'll be crossing 25 left, and we'll hold preparation for takeoff runway 25 right for Air Force 1979. All right, folks, there's our announcement. Let's call for our taxi. I'm sorry, let's call for our pushback. So it's gonna be better pushback. Okay, let's see, we're just gonna place this. We're gonna place us right about here. I think it's a good place right here to place us. Right in here. Let's turn some lights up on our panel. There's our tow coming up. Again, ladies and gentlemen, this flight's going to be probably an hour. Right, hour 14 minutes max. We should be landing in Salt Lake City. Okay, starting to get our connect going here. Pretty moderate day here in LAX. The weather looks like it's not bad. A few scattered clouds here and there for the most part. What is our winds like here in LAX? Our winds out of LAX is get winds coming out of 090 direction, and it's actually currently 05 knots of winds. A few scattered clouds, around 3,000 feet or so. All right, so let's release park and brake and our pushback to commence pushing us back in preparation for our taxi. Okay, so our brakes are right in here. Park brake right here is right here. Boom. Okay. Not many aircraft here in the cargo area right now, which is a few I see scattered here and there, but For the most part, it's pretty low traffic here. Look at a few views here with cameras here in LA. Okay. There's a nice pushback view there. From tower view. This is a payware scenery that I did capture down on. Pretty decent payware actually. Good view from the tower position. We're here at LAX. What the payware do we have here? It's a big aircraft. Well, she's pretty big. Maybe let's push back in position. Prepare our taxi. Looks like better pushback kind of got us
Operation
off
complete.
alignment. That's
Go
okay.
ahead and set the parking brake.
That's okay. No worries there. Okay, park brake. Let's go ahead and get our park brake back. Set.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Tow should be disconnecting here
Tow
very
is
soon. There we go.
disconnected and bypass bin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Let's turn on our taxi lights. Taxi lights are up. All right. Let's release our brakes and let's commence our taxi. Brakes released. So let's aircraft pass, and then we'll continue our taxi. Continue our taxi to runway 25 right via Alpha. Alright, so just like this aircraft's gonna hold for us. Let's just go around them. This is an AI aircraft, so let's just squeeze around. Alright, so power of these exhausts here. We gotta go around you here. The AI traffic there. See a couple aircraft coming down. Well, let's just go to the right of those aircraft. Oh, wow. We'll go to the right of these aircraft, and then we'll continue our taxi. Yeah.
traffic, emerge 2027, push back from position 45 onto Charlie 10, LA.
Okay, here we go. Let's get around this traffic. And let's continue our taxi. One more thing I want to check. So throttle controls here. 1 second, folks. Let me check that out real quick here. Okay, 1 second there. It's all set. Good, 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 good. All set. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, we're all good. Perfect. Just had to check that real quick for us. We'll have to manually use our controls here for our throttle, just for the time being for this flight. And let's let's test our reverse and see if our reverse. I think these are reverses right here. Actually, let's set a shortcut key for our reverses. Reverse throttles here. Second, so we'll use O as our reverse throttles. Let's go ahead and just do that real quick. Let me set that, folks. Stand by real quick. We gotta set our reverse throttles. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Reverse. We'll reverse the max. We'll set O. Is that? Okay. And let's just test it out real quick here. There we go. Sweet. Okay. Reverse is set. Give us some throttle. Oh, let's keep heading forward too. Let's get around this aircraft. Alright, we're all set here. Let's continue. Continue down taxiway Alpha. Let's test out our our speed flaps as well too. Speed brakes. Let's see. Yeah, those gotta get a shortcut for that too. There, I didn't see those deploy.
All traffic American 2027, gonna be taxiing via Bravo to 1.25 right on traffic.
Probably manually do speed. Let me see if that. So that was, I think, our trim right there. That's our trim. We'll leave our trim alone as such. So flaps there. So for our speed brakes, let's see, air brakes, let's see if we have shortcut we can have for that as well too. Let's see. Let me see, air brakes. Okay, speed brakes. How about speed brakes? I think that's. Okay, there we go. So we've got L deployed for that. Let's see if L is going to work well for that. Nice. And we got retracting, of course. Let's do a shift and L for retraction. Sorry guys, set all this up while we're getting out of here, folks. Get our controls right. Okay, shift and L, and there we go. Simple as that. L deploy, shift and L, bring them down. Got it. And we got our reverses set for O. Cool. Let's continue forward. Mito, you say you're on descent for Bogota. Good luck on that landing. Good luck on that landing. Let us know how the landing goes there on your arrival there into Bogota. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to cross runway 25 left. Let's go make our announcement here as well. LAX traffic, this is Air Force 1979, cross runway 25 left. We'll hold runway 25 right, preparation for departure 929. Lieutenants, hello. Lieutenants, welcome on board. Doing well, doing well. Welcome. Glad to have you. American Airlines 2027. Oh, I'm sorry. Continue a taxi. This is Air Force 1979. I'm gonna go ahead and line up runway 25 right for departure.
25 right for departure, Dots 2 departure LA.
Hold, folks. They're not transmitting my. They didn't catch me on that, so we'll hold. We'll hold for American Airlines 2027. I don't think he heard us here. So let's just hold our position right here. And we'll put our brakes on for now. Okay, we'll put our brakes on. Allow Air Force, allow American Airlines 221 depart. She's about to line up there. We'll hold 25 right here. American Airlines 2027. Go ahead and continue with your departures. This is Air Force 1979. I'll go ahead and hold for traffic.
Okay, we're gonna proceed American 2027.
All right. Okay. All right, so Latans, you said, yeah, a long time. I do. Yeah, actually, if I stream often, yeah, I do stream often. I think I got a few streams out last week as well too. I got a few streams out there. I would say I get at least one stream out a week. And I'm gonna start ramping up a little more. I think I got like probably 3 out last week, if I'm not mistaken, 3 or 4 actually. LA traffic, this is Air Force 1979, lining up runway 25 right, holding for departing traffic. Let's line up, folks. A little throttle here, just line up. That's our runway.
Oh, traffic merge 2027 airport, passing 900 feet.
All right, lining up. Let's go ahead and turn on our departure lights as well. There you go. Turn on our strobe lights. Let's line her up. Let's get her in position. Let's hold it here. Okay, we are ready for departure. Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready for departure here. Let's look at a couple things. All right, get back over to our screen here, runway 25 right. Looks like we're here on the map. We're gonna be, again, for those, we're gonna be departing via SID. We'll be climbing as such via Ocean 1 departure. Okay. And we're gonna give this aircraft full throttle. We're gonna hold the brakes while we're on full throttle, and we're gonna release it. And then, actually, we're gonna give it 85%. And then we're gonna release and then give it 100%. Okay, so right now we're actually holding brakes right now. me see, make sure brakes are working. Yeah, we're good. Holding brakes. All right, and let's go ahead and give it. Let's give it 80% while we're holding. Right around here. Hold our brakes. As you see, the engine's probably ramped up. There we go. Engine's ramped up. We're holding 80%. And we're gonna release our brakes and then give it 100%. Okay, brakes, release. Brakes off, 100%. And off we go. Let's roll. Let's roll, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, let's go ahead and pull back. No. We're gonna pause right here. Oh man, what a thing to find out, right? Right in the middle of the stream, your controls aren't working. Well, how can you, oh my goodness. So let's see here. Let's just tweak real quick in the midst of this to see if we can see why our controls aren't calibrated. It's all good. It's unfortunate, folks. We're going to kill this one and we're going to get right back to it if we don't get this here one going here. Let's see. Calibrate. Okay, yeah. Let's go ahead. We'll go ahead and kill this, folks, and we'll get another stream kicked off here soon, and we'll start back up here where we left off at here. Apologize for that. Controls are completely malfunction here as far as the yokes and what have you. So anyhow, folks, stand by. We'll go ahead and continue part 1 here shortly. I'll go ahead and get that launched here in the next few minutes. So stand by, folks. Apologize for that, and keep it flying, folks. Stand by. We'll keep it moving.